What is up, you guys? Brooke here. NaNoWriMo is coming around the corner, y'all, and it is time to get your shiza together. Last year, I had no plan for NaNoWriMo. I was just gonna wing it and see what happens. And you know what happened to me? I lost NaNoWriMo big time. October is the golden month to go ahead and start getting prepped for NaNoWriMo, which is the National Novel Writing Month, or in my opinion, it should be called iNano for International Novel Writing Month, because honestly, people all over the globe are participating in NaNoWriMo from all over the place. I make the vote to call this thing iNano rather than Nano. It probably won't catch on, and it sounds more like a computer bot type thing, iNano rather than Nano, but whatever. But yes, NaNoWriMo season is upon us soon, and it is time to get prepped for it. And I'm going to tell you guys what all I'm going to be doing to go ahead and prep for NaNoWriMo. That way you all know kind of my game plan of what I'm doing, and maybe my game plan can help your game plan. So let's go over the ways that I'm going to be prepping for NaNoWriMo this year. The first thing I plan to do for prepping for NaNoWriMo this year is to write an outline. Wait a second, Brooke. Didn't you already write an outline? Why, yes, I did. I did already write an outline. Oh my gosh, I'm so on top of things already. So yeah, if you all aren't in the know of what all's going on in my writing life, I have already written my outline for my book that I'm working on this year for Nano. And would you believe I already have my outlining how-to tutorial up for you guys to watch? I have that video available for you all so you know how my whole outlining process works. It's a pretty cool process, if I do say so myself, for all you pantsers out there, because it's not the typical outline that most plotters would think of an outline like having as an outline. With the daunting task of trying to write 666 or 667 words a day, I mean, you kind of have to have some type of game plan in order. And I did have a game plan of what all was going to happen with my book before I wrote my outline, but now that it is all written down, there was just something about writing down your thoughts that helped. I hate to say it, I still hate to say it, even though I already have the outline done, it still is very hard to admit that it helped, but yeah, it helped. And so definitely think of doing an outline if you have not done one yet already. Did I say I was doing tips, or I don't remember what I was saying, but oh well. Tip number 2 for trying to prep for Nano is to go ahead and try and find some sort of writing routine. Just find some type of writing routine of where you know that, okay, this is the hour of the day that I normally write in and I have the best writing done in, so I'm gonna go ahead and write now. Finding the best time of day that you have the best inspiration for writing your novel is going to be what boosts your creativity and is what boosts your mojo and all of those words to come down onto the page or screen or keyboard or whatever you want to say. The right time of day will slay. That's so dumb. Nighttime and morning, I feel like, are the best times for people, not just because most of us work during the afternoon daytime, but because, I don't know, there's just something about having the mojo of writing in the mornings or writing at nighttime. I feel like there's just more of that magical writing vibes going on there. So go crazy, try everything out. Morning, afternoon, nighttime, but yeah, more so morning and that. Wow, I'm doing this. But yeah, morning and nighttime, definitely give those a try to see what all works for you. Tip number 3 is to go ahead and get some type of calendar to write down your word count. Get a calendar where you can write your stuff down. And you can start doing this in October too. You can be like, on October 9th, I wrote 7,302 words. I really would love it if I could write that much in a day. But I mean, if you wrote that much, then go ahead and write it down right there. And it really is that easy, and I just don't do it. And I need to start doing this with a calendar because, I mean, come on, there's no excuse to just go ahead and write down a couple measly little numbers here and there. You can either do a physical calendar or you can write it on a calendar that maybe be on a wall. So that way, if you wanted to have a calendar that you are looking at like almost every single day, whether it be hanging up at work or hanging up at your home, then you could go ahead and write it down, and then those words are staring you in the face every single time you're walking past it. It'll keep you so motivated to go ahead and see all of the words that you have been writing down, or it'll keep you motivated to see the lack of words you've been writing down. Just keep track of stuff, y'all, just do it. I promise you, you won't regret it, because I know I've regretted not writing words down of how much I've done. Tip number 4 is this is a hard one for me, but is to try and write every single day. Starting in October, I am doing it. I am gonna be trying to write every single day. I just need to do this because NaNoWriMo, you have to pretty much write every single day in order to stay on course. You don't have to write every single day, but if you don't write every single day in NaNoWriMo month, then you have to greatly make up for it on another day. And if you don't make up for it, then that is how you get left behind. That is how you will just plummet to your death right from the get-go. I need to just try and push myself as much as I can for this month of October, so that way I'm used to the heavy word count that I need to be writing for November. If I can get used to writing a lot more during this month, then writing a whole hell of a lot more in November won't be much of a challenge. I mean, it's still gonna be a challenge no matter what, but it won't be so strenuous of a challenge to try and go for. And to try and keep up with these huge word counts for November, October, I kind of have to ease into it a little bit. And I'm going to do that by doing these next few tips here. Tip number 5 is to write 800 words a day for the first week of October. Since I don't write every single day as of right now, I want to prep myself for NaNoWriMo by taking it easy one step at a time. And by doing that, I have to kind of start my word count kind of at a lower bar real quick. Writing 800 words a day, it's still a lot, but it will be able to be reachable for me starting out this new routine of writing every single day, at least for the first week. 800 words a day is doable, and it's not so scary of an accomplishment to do. If you're someone who does not go to the gym often, like at all, and you go to the gym one day and you decide to lift, I don't know, 1,667 pounds, you're not gonna be lifting that amount. You're not gonna be able to do that. There's just no possible way, especially if you've never done it before. But anyway, that's my metaphor there. You can't do everything all at once if you're not used to it, so you don't wanna just pull a muscle and then never be able to get back on the horse again for the rest of the remainder of NaNoWriMo month. And that leads us into tip number 6, which is to write 1,000 words a day for the second week of October. So for that second week of October, I'm just raising the bar just a little bit more, not drastically, but just a tiny bit more, but I'm just getting used to everything, and I'm just trying to make it to where it's a plausible thing to reach still. And tip number 7 is to write 1,300 words a day for that third week of October to prep for Nano. I'm just repeating myself at this point, but yeah, just kind of still raising that bar to where you're not pushing yourself too much, but you're slowly but surely trying to reach that goal of 1,666 words a day. And then of course this leads into tip number 8, which is to go ahead and write 1,600 words a day for that fourth week of October. And I say 1,600 just because it's just, you know, it's another even number. It sounds nicer than 1,666 or 1,667. It's 1,600. I feel like that's doable still, and if you wanted to reach for that 1,666, 1,667, wow, I'm saying this really fast, 1,666, 1,667 count, you can. I am really proud of myself for saying all that real fast. But yeah, if you wanted to try and aim for the actual count that you are trying to go for NaNoWriMo every single day for that last fourth week of October, go ahead. I might do that. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm just saying 1,600 for that last fourth week just because it's another even 100 type of number. Just kind of sounds nicer. And then once the month of Nano comes around, then you're just upping your game by like 66 or 67 words. It's not that much higher to go for. So just doing everything like that at a steady pace, if you are not used to writing every single day, I feel like that is just going to be the most beneficial way to try and win Nano because you're already used to writing this amount of stuff. Keeping up with writing this much in October and getting used to the routine of writing and just getting used to this habit of doing this every single day is going to be what helps you win Nano. Or at least I hope so. I've never won NaNoWriMo before, but I am certainly wanting to this year. You can bet your bottom dollar I'm definitely going to try my hardest to do it. Alright, so those were my tips on how to prep for NaNoWriMo in the month of October this month, which is Preptober, if you didn't know the lingo there. Hopefully those tips help you, and I hope those tips help me too, because I'm going to be starting this all this month. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. If you liked this video today, feel free to give me a big thumbs up below, and also feel free to subscribe over there in the corner if you are not used to this channel here. If this was the first time you've seen my channel, I post writing related videos every single Tuesday and Thursday, so be on the lookout for those. And y'all should totally follow me on social media, where you can find me at _Brooke Passmore on Instagram and Twitter. That is where I'm at most of the time. And thank you all so much for stopping by today, and I will see you next time.